I want you to imagine the strategic plan of your company for this year and think about all the projects you're implementing this year and try to put those projects into three boxes. How many of the projects you're implementing this year will fall into box one, which is all about managing the present, improving the performance of today's businesses? How many of the projects you're implementing this year will fall into box two, which is about selectively forgetting the past? And how many of the projects you're implementing this year will fall into box three, which is about creating the future? Manage the present, box one. Selectively abandon the past, box two, and create the future, box three. What I find working with organizations is organizations over-focus on box one and think they do strategy. While box one is terribly important, strategy is really about box two and box three. The challenge in box three is how are you going to create your future in the year 2025? And if you want to create your future in 2025, you also have a job to do in box two. Namely, you have to selectively forget. Let me clarify one thing right away. Strategy for any organization, and therefore it includes yours as well, is about leadership in the future. But strategy is not about what you do in the future. Strategy is very much about the projects you implement this year across the three boxes so that you intersect with that future. How are you allocating resources today? How is the organization's energy focus today across the three boxes so that you stay relevant in the next 15 years? Another word for box one is competition for the present. Another word for box two, box three is competition for the future. Since we know both competition for the present and competition for the future are extremely important, strategy is really about how do you create your future while managing the present. How do we shape the evolution of the next 15 years when you are squarely implementing projects this year? And the reason why this is a challenge is the thinking process it takes to excel in box one is fundamentally different than the thinking process it takes to excel in box two, box three. Yet what I'm saying is this year you better have projects in box one. But this year you better have projects in box two, box three targeted at the next 15 years. Therein lies the leadership challenge.